Hello and welcome to the Horsemanship and Mindset podcast with your host, Kimberly Dunn of Idlewild Horsemanship and Mindset Coaching. This podcast is here to bring you the very best in tips, tricks, and advice to help you better understand yourself, your mindset, and your horse, because your horsemanship starts with you. Let's go.
Hello, welcome to another episode of the Horsemanship and Mindset podcast. I am, as always, delighted to have you here. And if you're new around here, hello, my name's Kim, as you already will have heard from the intro. And I am here to guide you towards feeling a little more confident, a little more empowered, and to help you understand yourself and your horse better so that you can actually enjoy your time together. And maybe you're already enjoying your time together, but you just want to understand yourself a little better. Maybe you want to help others. And this is what I'm here to help you with. So buckle up and let's crack on with today's episode. So this week, I am going to be talking about the horse and human loop, because this is something that all equestrians really, really, really need to understand. So if you've ever got off your horse, or you've just spent time with your horse, maybe you were doing some groundwork or lunging or whatever, and you thought, why did that feel so tough today? Even if nothing major actually happened, there was really no big drama, but maybe you're kind of feeling a bit in your head about it. Maybe your horse felt tense. Maybe they felt reactive. Maybe they felt disconnected. Maybe they felt really distracted, and you just could not put your finger on why. Now, what if I told you that actually this isn't on your horse? This isn't your horse's fault here. It's actually a loop that you are both stuck in. And we're going to be talking about this, the horse-human loop today, because, oh my goodness, whenever I'm out teaching clinics, this always happens at clinics where at least one of the participants will get frustrated because they'll be saying, they're just not listening to me. They're so distracted. But what is happening here, the disconnect here, is that you're in a loop of anxiety. And it's not that your horse is distracted, it's that they can't relax enough to connect with you. It's not them doing it on purpose, it's them just responding. And here's what happens is you feel a bit nervous. Maybe it's because you're somewhere new. Maybe it's because something happened that day. Maybe it's because something happened with your horse previously. Maybe it's because you've seen or heard about something. So you're feeling a bit nervous. Then what happens is your body tightens and tenses up. It's on edge. Now, your horse, the flight animal, the prey animal, who is highly, highly sensitive, feels that. So then they become tense because they want to know, okay, well, she's tense, so maybe I need to be tense. And then that confirms to your brain that, yes, something is wrong here. And round you go in a little loop, or a big loop, of doom. And the tricky part here is that it happens so quickly and so subconsciously that you just assume straight away it's the horse. They're the problem. Or you assume that you're just not a confident person. You never have been. You never will be. Therefore, you're not good enough for the horse, etc., etc. Ugh. And again, this is so common. And once you know about it and you understand this, which is why I'm talking about it today, and if you know somebody that does this, please send this episode to them with love. oh my God, everything changes. Everything changes when you understand this. And I wish, one of my biggest wishes is that every equestrian understood this, because if they understood this loop, everything would change. Every horse person would be better connected with their horse. Horses would be much happier and much more relaxed. Oh, can you imagine playing this episode to every single equestrian at every single yard or barn in the world? Oh, anyway, what a dream. Ugh. Okay, so when your nervous system is dysregulated, you're not just a bit tense. Actually, what is happening is you are in a survival state. You are scanning for danger. You are anticipating problems. And then that is causing your body to be bracing physically. And horses, again, so incredibly sensitive. They are prey animals. They have to be. They have to go into survival mode quickly. It's all there for a reason. And they respond to you, to your state, immediately. And this is not because they are trying to be difficult. This is not because they're trying to get one over on you. It's because they're trying to make sense of your energy. They're trying to respond to, okay, this human is acting and feeling like this. This is the vibe they're giving off. I need to take that as information and process that information so that I can survive in this moment, which sounds very dramatic, but it's true. Now, then what happens for our poor unfortunate horses is they will often then be labelled as nappy. Nappy, by the way, right? So if you're not in the UK, you're like, nappy? Nappy is a label that horses are given who are not wanting to go forward. So if you have a horse that is uncomfortable leaving the yard and is stopping, and you're trying to push, so maybe they start doing little rears or they want to turn around, that would be labelled as nappy. A horse that doesn't want to go over a jump, nappy. It's an unfortunate one that kind of riles me a little bit. But anyway, here we are. So they get labelled as nappy. They get labelled as sharp. They get labelled as unpredictable. But actually, what's going on is the horse is responding to uncertainty in the rider. Now, the other thing that's happening here, because obviously I don't want to put it all on the human, right? Nappy, sharp, unpredictable horses, yes, they are picking up from the rider, but also it might just be that they're not confident in what they're doing. It might be something that's new to them. It might be something that's different. And again, their nervous system, their survival mode is kicking in. Okay? They are not trying to be difficult. They just don't feel confident in what they're doing. So it's up to us, the human, to help them with that. This is not an us v them thing. This is okay, here's the information. Our horse isn't feeling confident right now. How can we help them? Not how can we make them? How can we help them? Oh, feel that one. Oh, in fact, I should write that down. Not how I am literally writing that down, because sometimes, when you say or think things, you think, oh, right. So not how can we make them? Not how can we make them, people. This is staying in the podcast. I'm not even going to edit it out. Not how can we make them? How can we help them? How can we help them in my best writing? If you follow me, you will be seeing me ranting about this on the old stories. Oh, maybe it's just randomly gone off growling. Right, okay, so she was just so activated by that statement. Okay, so again, I don't want to be blaming you. I don't want you to be feeling negative about yourself and like you are broken or doing something wrong. There's no blame here. All I want you to do is just start to understand your influence and what you bring to the table. Because when you start to understand this loop, this is where you can start to actually take your power back in the situation. So you're not feeling so lost and like you're just getting swept away in all this grimness and panic and just general unfunness with your horse. So how can we start? How can we actually start to shift things and make a change? Now, no guesses for saying that it's not by fixing your horse, by going out and buying a bigger bit or sending them away for training or strapping their head down or any of that stuff. It's actually with regulating yourself first. So really, really so simple. And this is why I think it gets ignored, because people think that can't possibly do anything, but it does. So before you ride, think about slowing your breath. So first of all, notice your breath and then think about, okay, I'm going to inhale for 3, exhale for 4. Inhale for 4, exhale for 6. Inhale for 6, exhale for 8. Make your exhale longer than your inhale, and that's going to help you. Think about softening your body. If you're feeling tension, bring awareness to it and shake it out. So maybe shake your hands out, maybe roll your shoulders, maybe roll your neck, maybe kick your legs out a little bit. And then during your ride, I want you to ask yourself and notice this. Am I reacting or am I responding? Because the difference in the reaction or the response, that awareness alone is going to help you start to break that loop, the old cycle of doom. Oh dear. So I hope that was helpful. It's a short and sweet one. I'm doing lots of pre-records this week because I am very busy out teaching and doing all the things all over the blooming place for the next couple of weeks. So if this resonated, I hope it was helpful. And if you know anyone who kind of is stuck in this loop, please send this to them to help provide some understanding. Again, no shame, no blame. What we're trying to create here is awareness. And this is exactly the work I do with my clients. We don't just sit and talk about confidence and how amazing it would be if we had it. We actually work at rewiring at the root so that all of the rest of the good stuff just comes naturally and becomes your new normal. Now, if you want support with this, please pop me an email at info@outerwildhorsemanship.com. Or if you follow me on the socials, send me a DM and we can chat about working together this spring, because I would love to guide you to being your most confident, most connected self. And if this episode helped you, please take a moment to rate, follow and share the pod and tag me if you do share it, because it genuinely helps more questions to find this work. And I'm here for helping all the people. So I hope this week's episode was helpful. I hope you have a wonderful weekend wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you in the next one.